Hello, humans. I am Scott Cannon coming to you live on WLTH, 1370 AM from the greatest city in all the world, Gary, Indiana. And this is the Counterpoint. Well, folks, if you turned on the news lately, you've heard the media fawning all over warmongering criminal George H.W. Bush after his death. We covered that last week. You've heard them waiting with bated breath for Donald Trump to be indicted or convicted of, well, anything. We covered that for the past 2 years. And you've heard about Kevin Hart having to step down from hosting the Oscars because of some tweets from like 10 years ago. Now that's a new one. But I guarantee you that one story that you haven't heard much about is what's going on in Haiti. You see, Haiti is once again in the midst of a revolutionary moment. After years of dealing with the corrupt government basically installed by the Clintons, who have been running things in Haiti since the 2010 earthquake, and maintained by a current con artist-in-chief, Donald Trump, the Haitian people have finally had enough of the drug trafficking, looting, polluting establishmentarians who run their country and are rising up. And I couldn't be happier for them. Who better to show black folks and all the other people held down by the powers that be how to fight back than the first independent black nation in the Western Hemisphere, and the authors of the most successful slave revolt in the history of the world, the Haitian people. And it's been a long time coming. As you see, the poverty and mayhem that you see on TV from Haiti, when they actually do show Haiti on TV, which is rare, has the United States and other Western governments' hands all over it. Now, many of you may know about the aforementioned Haitian Revolution, in which the Haitian people, enslaved for centuries by the French, rose up and took their power back, led by revolutionaries Toussaint Louverture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines. But I guarantee you that most people do not know that that very act of rebellion and revolution has cost the Haitian people greatly. And by greatly, I mean $20 billion. Because that's what the United States, Great Britain, and others forced the Haitian people to pay the French government for having the nerve to, liberate themselves from slavery. That's right. They were actually forced to pay back their slave masters for hurting their financial investment of, slavery. So this, of course, hurt the Haitian people financially, as paying anyone $21 billion is going to hurt your pocketbook. Especially if you're a small country of poor former slaves in the Caribbean somewhere, and your neighbor to the north is the richest and most powerful country in the world and is now teed off at you because you might, inspire the slaves that they're keeping in their country to, try to get out of slavery as well. So when did Haiti finish paying off this huge, ridiculous debt back to France? I mean, it must have been sometime when slavery was still going on and people were really 1947. It was 1947. For some context, all of my grandparents were at least teenagers in 1947. 50,000 people had televisions in America in 1947. The NBA started in around 1947. O.J. Simpson was born in 1947. And so was Hillary Clinton, which brings us back to Haiti and our government's constant meddling in their affairs. And no, that did not start in 1947. It started way before that. In the 1910s, we overthrew their government, confiscated all of their gold and their national bank in the name of American interests, and installed a brutal dictator that tormented the people. And when the people inevitably overthrew and killed him, the U.S. government occupied their country for the next 20 years. For the next 60 years, Haiti suffered from despotic dictators and persecution from their neighbors, the Dominicans, who wanted nothing to do with the much more African Haitians until 1991, when they had their first democratically elected president, Jean-Baptiste Aristide, a pretty righteous man who began to implement programs in adult literacy, healthcare, and land redistribution, lobbied for a minimum wage hike, proposed new roads and infrastructure to create jobs, renounced his $10,000 a month salary, enforced taxes on the wealthy, and improved the working conditions for Haiti's working class. So you know what had to happen there. he was overthrown in a coup held by the administration of George H.W. Bush, who, according to MSNBC and other mainstream liberal media outlets, was the epitome of class and dignity. After that, the Clinton crime syndicate swooped in, forced Haitian farmers to destroy their rice production so that Bill's scandal-prone brother Roger could swoop in and sell rice to them. And after a decade that saw hurricanes and earthquakes ravage the country, Hillary's brother Tony swooped in to, take control of the golden oil interest in the country. So you see, it's been a rough few hundred years for the Haitian people, and they're in desperate need of some wins. Seriously. I didn't even get into how medical malpractice infected like huge swaths of the population with AIDS in the early 80s. So while the few pictures you see of Haiti on your TV and newspapers may portray Haitians as out of control and unruly for fighting back against their Western imperialist installed government, I see them as what they've shown themselves to be historically: revolutionaries doing what most are too cowardly to do. Okay, folks, you can chop it up with me on Twitter at The Chemist Lives. The Chemist is spelled with a K, as I'm a product of the Gary Community School System, and we can talk about politics, music, sports. You can just tell me how terrible I am at this job, or you can listen to me every Monday from 6 to 8 on Issues and Answers with Jonathan Boose and the McGee Report, brought to you by the precocious hostess with the mostest, Jamelia McGee. I am Scott Cannon. That was the Counterpoint on WLTH 1370M. God bless the working class, and God bless organized labor. And I'm out, humans.